Hello everyone, I'm Chuck Gordner from MoneyMan4438 and welcome to day number 2 training with MoneyMan4438 Marketing Series. Today I'm going to use a past video where I explain to people how to post to multiple Facebook groups in under 30 seconds or less. Just watch the video to learn how to get your permalink and use it to post into multiple Facebook groups. Enjoy. And today we're going to talk about how to post your advertising in multiple Facebook groups in under 30 seconds or less. Now the first thing you'll need to do is to actually have a group of your own. And once you've created that group, you're going to want to create a folder in your bookmarks tabs called Facebook Groups. Inside of that Facebook group folder, you're going to want to create other folders for pending, over 10,000, under 5,000, over 20,000, over 30,000, and so on. This makes it easy to come in and post in multiple groups. So the next thing you're going to want to do is come to the Files section of my group. In this Files section, I have a group file called 6500 Facebook Money Making Groups. You'll download that to your computer. Once that's downloaded to your computer, you're going to access it. And you're going to start at the top, and you're going to work your way down through the groups so that you can join them. And each time you've joined a group, you're going to mark an X in the D column. That way you know that you've already worked on that group. Now you'll see a double X in some of these groups. That means that group was not accessible. Now, as I join these groups one at a time from this list, I only work on 20 of them at a time because I don't want to get put into Facebook jail. After they've been loaded onto your bookmarks bar, it's going to look a little bit like this. Let me just get some up there. All right, so you're going to have been going through a bunch of groups in that 6500 groups folder with Facebook advertising groups. And as they pop up, you're going to join them. Well, I've already joined all these. And then once I join them, I'm going to go up to the bookmark. I'm going to select the pending folder and I'm going to bookmark it. Now I'm not going to do that here because these are already sorted out. I just wanted to show you what it looks like to have a bunch of them up there. And you'll go to each one of those groups. You'll join them. You'll come up to the bookmark. You'll bookmark them for pending. Then you'll go to the next one. You'll join it. You'll come up to bookmarks. You'll bookmark it for pending. Okay, now that that's been done, we're going to get rid of these for right now. And I've got some shortcuts that I use that let me get rid of all these tabs at one time. I'll tell you what they are later on in this video. All right, so now that I've went through that list of groups, and I've clicked on 20 of them, and once I click join, I clicked an X in here to tell myself that don't worry about that one anymore, I've already worked on it. Then I'm going back to this folder of Facebook groups to pending, and I'm going to open it up, and the way that you open all of these up at one time is to right click on pending, open all bookmarks. Yes, I want to open them. You'll see that at the moment I've got 34 groups that I've joined and they're in the pending status. So I want to go through and see if any of them have actually added me. So I'm going to click on them one at a time. This one's still pending. This one's still pending. This one has added me. The next thing I'm going to do is look and see how many members that it has. This one has 5,598 members. That's over 5,000. So I'm going to go up to the bookmarks. I'm going to go to my folder, and I'm going to choose over 5,000, and I'm going to bookmark it. I'm going to move on to the next one. Pending. Pending. This is joined. Again, look, 4,943. That's pretty close to 5,000, so I'm just going to go ahead and bookmark that one at over 5,000 also. Move on to the next. And I keep working my way across this pendings folder with all of these Facebook groups in it. This one's joined me. They have over 39,000 people, so I'm going to go to the bookmarks bar, and that's close to 40,000 people, so I'm going to put it at over 40. This group has 38,000 people, and they've added me, so I'm going to go up and I'm going to choose the bookmark, or excuse me, the folder of over 30,000 people. We'll just, okay, done. Now this might seem like some work in the beginning, but it's well worth it in the end. This has 6,547 members, so I'm going to bookmark that for over 5,000. This has 17,000 members in it, still pending. Pending. This group has joined me. They have over 5,000 members, so I bookmark them for over 5,000 members. This group has added me. They have over 17,000 members, so they get bookmarked in the over 10,000 folder. And this one's joined me. They have over 17,000 members, so we bookmark them in the over 17,000, or excuse me, over 10,000 folder. All right, that were all the groups that I joined and I placed in that pending folder, and they're in the pending folder until I know that they can be added to the folders that represent the number of members that they have. Once I've done all of that work, then that lets me be able to start doing my posting. The first thing I'm going to do my posting is, let's get back here. I'm going to go back to the main page of my group, and I'm going to make a post. Now we're going to scroll down through here till I get to a post that I've already done, and I want to post it to each of these groups. Oops, let's get back here. All right. So here's a nice post that I've done, and I want to share this in every one of those groups. So here's where it starts working out. It takes me about, I don't know, 5, 10, 15 seconds, half a minute to make up this post, and that post is comprised of my link, which then generated this photo that people can click on to go to the registration page of the link I'm looking to promote. Once I've created my post, and I'm sure you're all familiar by now with how to create a post, but just in case you're a new person and you're not, we're going to start from scratch. So I'm going to copy this, and we're going to go to the top. We're going to start a new post. So here it says write something, and I'm going to paste that in there. There we go. At the bottom of the text ad that I've written, I'm going to go down a line and I'm going to go to another notepad folder that I store all my links in, and I'm going to copy the link that pertains to that post. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to paste that. Now, once that link has generated the photo that's assimilated with it, I'm going to go back in and I'm going to delete the link because I don't want people to see that. And I'm going to go back as many spaces as I can till I get this photo close to the bottom of my text ad. Now that I've created that post, I'm going to go down and I'm going to post it. All right, once you've created your post, now is when the time comes to post it in all of the different groups. The first thing you're going to do is click on underneath your name to the post that you just created. That brings that post up into a separate page there, and at the top it gives you a permalink. You're going to highlight that permalink, copy it. Now, for the purpose of posting, let's go through and get rid of all of these pending folders. To get rid of all of them, I merely clicked on the first one and then held the Shift key down and clicked on the last one. Now I can right click on them and close all those tabs at one time. Now we're going to go through and we're going to start our posting. So we're going to go to our Facebook groups folder. We're going to choose, well, where do we want to post today? Well, in my opinion, it makes the most sense to post in large groups first. So I'm going to click on the over 100,000 group. I'm going to go up, create a new tab, get in my Facebook group folder. Now I'm going to go down and look for other groups. But I'm pressed for time today, so I want to find a group that has a lot of people in it at one time. So I could go to the over 10,000 group, but I don't want to have to post through all of them today. I'm just going to stick with the over 40,000. So now I'm going to right click on the over 40,000 folder. And I'm going to click on open all bookmarks. So now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 groups to post in. One of them is a 100,000 group and the other 6 are 40,000. So that's 240. That's 340,000 people that are going to be able to potentially see my post. Once I'm ready to post, the only thing I'm going to do now is right click into where it says write something. Click paste. I'm going to wait for that permalink to do its job. Now we have my post. I'm going to go and I'm going to highlight that link to the permalink and delete it. I'm going to come down and my mouse sticks sometimes, and I'm going to post it. That whole thing took me about 5 seconds to get it into this group of 123,237 members. Then we just click on the next one. We right click, paste that permalink again, also wait for it to do its job. Now that it's there, you highlight the permalink and delete it. Come down to the bottom and post it. Go to the next group, right click, paste the permalink. Oops, wait for it to do its job, highlight it, oops, and then delete it. Then scroll down, post your ad. Come back up to the next group. In this group, it's asking you to sell something, start a discussion, or create a poll. make sure you click on Start a Discussion. Right click, paste your permalink, wait for it to do its job. Now that it's there, highlight the permalink, delete it, come down, and post your link. Move on to the next group, start a discussion, right click, paste your permalink, delete the permalink. Make sure you delete the permalink. You don't want it showing up in your posts, and you're not going to go back to that group later and check, but you will see the results after you post it, so you're able to know. And if you forget to delete the permalink, you can go in and edit your post and then delete the permalink. So it's not something you can't undo. We have 2 more groups to do. In this particular group, it doesn't allow me to institute a post. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to get rid of that particular group from my folder for over 40,000 people. How to make good money. So I'm going to go back to my group. I'm going to go to 40,000 and I'm going to delete that because I don't want to waste my time the next time around. What are you selling? I'm not. I want to start a discussion. Right click, paste my permalink. Again, wait for it to do its job. Highlight the permalink, delete it, and come down and post it. So here we've just posted in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we didn't post here, 6 groups. It took me just a few minutes to do all of that. The work is in establishing your own group to make your posts in so that you can advertise, going to the folder that has this 6,500 Facebook groups that you can advertise in and joining them. Again, remember, only join 20 at a time. You also have to have your Facebook group folder created on your bookmarks bar along with these other folders that tell you how many people are in the groups. Because in the beginning I got started posting in these under 5,000 groups, and when you're posting to 600 people, 300 people, 200 people, you're not getting the most bang for your work. So by establishing the groups into the size folder they belong in, you can choose where you want to post that day to get the most for your precious time. Again, once you've created the Facebook group folder and created the folders within it, you would go back to the group list, join them, mark them for pending after you've joined them. And after you've got them all marked for pending, go back in and check that pending folder by opening them all up and looking at them as I did in the beginning of this video to see if any of them joined you. Once you find that you've been joined, add them, or bookmark them I should say, to the correct folder so that when you're opening up that folder you have an idea of how many people you posted to that day. This is my little secret for posting into the Facebook groups in under 30 seconds or less. Below this video in the Show More section are multiple ways to contact me. I highly recommend that you join my Facebook group MoneyMan4438 for any future trainings or updates. There is also a link to subscribe to my YouTube channel where you're going to find a lot of marketing videos that I've compiled over the last few years. I would appreciate it if you'd like this video, and we'll see you on the money train.